Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm meadsy69. Welcome back to the channel. The Tog has been finally buffed, even though I personally don't even think it needed buffing. I've loved the tank. The second I started driving the tank, I loved it. It has tier 7 to tier 8 hit points. It is a tier 6 tank. Yes, it's a meme tank. It's a meme tank, and a lot of people say they hate the Tog because how slow it is. Now, Wargaming have buffed it. Now, it used to go around, 14 kilometers an hour, and now it goes 20 kilometers an hour. Now, for me, that's not really a big difference. Driving the tank, that is not a big difference, and I can't really feel too much of a difference. And what Wargaming have also done is gave it some more armor. Now, that is where this tank now absolutely shines. It has 140 millimeters of turret armor and 136 millimeters of hull armor. That means that's not a lot, but being angled, using the gun depression sort of as much as you can, you will get bounces. And every replay I've seen since the update, they have had quite a few bounces. So this game here, we're going to watch Simon. Sadly, it is a loss, but I mean, we don't care about the loss, we don't care about the win. We just want to see what the Tog is actually capable of doing now. You can see so far 160 block damage, needs to kill this issue. There are still a few tanks that really do worry the Tog, and that is the things like the KV2. ARL is a big thing for the Tog, SU100, and of course SU100Y, and of course the tier 7s, the smashers, etc. like that. But if you come up against tier 5, if there's not a Tog on the enemy team, it's almost a guaranteed win, seriously, because they really do struggle to pen you. We're going to watch it here with Simon. Unfortunately, his team doesn't quite help him. He's Jackson there, gets 3 kills at the end, but he does hardly any damage. So he just needed a bit of support. But the thing with the Togs, everyone wants to shoot the Tog because of the hit points. Everyone wants to shoot a Tog because of the amount of hit points. Look, 1,550 hit points. Look at the spike in front, only less than 700. That's absolutely crazy. And if you use the extra hit points, you can see there's 1,643 hit points from the enemy Tog. That is massive. Look at this Jackson, 900 hit points. You're almost double their hit points, and it's the same tier. Absolutely crazy. And that is what makes this tank is them hit points for me. It doesn't matter for me if it's slow. You get around it. You go, for me, I've always said the way to play the Tog is go cap. Bring the enemy to you. Don't go chasing the enemy, because you're not going to chase them. Nice shot there from the KV1. 1,560 blocked damage in a Tog. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. That's things that you'd never think would be possible. Unfortunately for Simon, his end is going to come here. But 3k damage, 3.1k damage, and 1,500 blocked damage. Absolutely insane. Next up, we're going to watch What Blitz Joe. Of course, if you haven't seen his YouTube channel, go check his channel out. Very, very good channel. He's an up-and-coming YouTuber that hasn't even been YouTubing for long, but he's got over 11,000 subscribers already. Fully deserved. Great content, great editor, and a funny guy. So he sent me this replay. Oh, well, I asked for this replay in the Tog because I wanted to do the Tog video, and this replay showcases just everything the Tog can actually do now. So he is mine. Luckily, it is mine's. So it is a nice small map for Joe, and of course he's going to push the middle here. He is coming outside, which I probably wouldn't recommend in a Tog. There's a lot of you to shoot, so coming outside, which is definitely not something you should be doing. But I mean, Joe knows best. He's the one bouncing, not me. So 250 block damage, and his block damage and his damage is just only going to go up and up and up and up. Now, The ARL is a big target for him. As I've said, it's a dangerous target. It's got good pen, but it still bounces. Still bounces on Joe here, who hasn't lost any hit points yet. So there's still 1,643 hit points to get through, which is a lot. I mean, the next heavy there, look, the ARL, which is a heavy, 1,200. That's still less than 400 hit points. That's 3 extra shots the ARL is going to have to take. So that's a big difference. That is a big difference. And that the Tog, it always had DPM. It always had a quick traverse. People misunderstand the traverse on this, and they kind of think, oh, look at that slow tank, I'm going to rush it. Not a good idea. It's never a good idea to rush a Tog because of the traverse, and the DPM is so good. You're going to 1 versus 1 anyone. If you come up against someone 1 versus 1, you should be able to outdo them easy. But the only problem with the Tog is because everyone wants to shoot it, so it's not usually 1 versus 1. If another tank is up there, they're going to shoot you because you're a Tog. They're going to turn and think, oh, look at that, there's a Tog, let's shoot the Tog. I've had it happen many of times where they ignore the whole team just to go for the Tog. And it's probably the right decision because it's a lot of hit points to get through. And 1,500 damage in a tier 5, if you're a tier 5 and you come up against a Tog and you get all the damage to yourself, that's 1,500 damage. That's ace. That's an ace in any other normal tank. So that's how much hit points this tank has actually got. So nearly 1,200 block damage now from Joe, 1,800 damage for himself, nearly 2,000, and the ARL is very low hit points, and of course he is going to take him out to bring it down to a 4-on-4. He's got 2 kills, 2.1k or 2.3k damage. Just look at the DPM on the thing, absolutely crazy. I don't even run calibrated shells. I don't think it needs it. I think it's all right. I just want to up the DPM even more. So I'll run the rammer on this just to give it that extra bit of DPM. So there goes the Nashorn. I mean, if you get a big tank that shoots you and bounces like a smash, more like a KV2, if he bounces you or misses you, you can tear him apart. You can literally destroy him from full hit points to none before he's even reloaded again. It's crazy tank. If you haven't got the Tog, definitely, it's always been worth going to buy the Tog. Always. You should have bought the Tog a long time ago because it is a fun tank. Regardless of how slow it is a fun tank. Ignore what everyone says about the Tog. It's a fantastic tank and a tank you should have in your garage. Thanks for the replay, Joe. Thanks, Simon, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. Go buy yourself a Tog. Definitely 100% it's worth it. I hope you enjoy yourself when you do buy it. I'm meadsy69. Thanks for coming. Please subscribe and I'll see you soon. Bye bye.